brave yourself, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The ultimate find. In a world where the unseen and the unknown blur together, the Amazon River holds far more than just water in its depths. For one couple, what should have been an ordinary trip turned into a nightmare when they encountered something so massive, so terrifying, they thought they wouldn't survive. The Amazon is a place where the line between reality and myth fades. Beneath the surface, the ordinary gives way to the extraordinary, and each shadow could be hiding something unimaginable. Every splash signals a secret. Every ripple whispers a mystery waiting to be uncovered. Are you brave enough to venture into this mysterious realm and discover the strange creatures lurking beneath the Amazon's waters? What will you find when you look beyond the surface? The candiru fish, also known as the vampire fish, the candiru is one of the Amazon River's most feared and infamous creatures. Despite its small size, usually just a few inches long, this slender parasitic catfish has earned a terrifying reputation, one that sends shivers down the spines of even the bravest adventurers. What makes the candiru so fearsome? It's not its size, but rather its unsettling choice of habitat. This tiny fish has a notorious knack for finding its way into places no one would expect or want. Drawn by the scent of ammonia, a key component in urine, the candiru has been known to mistake the human urethra for a new home. Yes, you heard that right. The most infamous tale comes from 1997, when a young Brazilian man experienced what could only be described as an Amazonian horror story. He was swimming leisurely in the river when nature called in more ways than one. Unbeknownst to him, relieving himself in the water would turn into a nightmare no one could have predicted. Mid-relief, the candiru, attracted by the scent of ammonia, made its move. In an unbelievable twist, the fish swam upstream, literally, into the man's urethra. What followed was excruciating pain and a frantic rush to the hospital. The resulting X-ray stunned the medical team, who found a tiny fish lodged where no fish should ever be. Surgeons, trying to keep their composure, performed what must have been one of the most delicate and awkward surgeries of their careers. They successfully removed the unwelcome guest, but the legend of the candiru had already been cemented in Amazonian lore. The story stands as a chilling reminder for anyone who considers taking a quick bathroom break in the Amazon River. This is no myth. This tiny creature has turned an innocent swim into one of the most horrifying experiences coming across a dolphin that appears to be blushing. That's exactly what early explorers encountered in the depths of the Amazon River when they first laid eyes on the legendary pink river dolphin. These weren't the usual gray or blue dolphins they were used to, but rather rosy-hued creatures swimming gracefully through the murky waters, like aquatic unicorns of the rainforest. Known locally as the boto, the pink river dolphin is not just the largest of the freshwater dolphins, it's also the most colorful. Scientists first documented these mysterious creatures in the 19th century, blending fact with the folklore that surrounded them. Some locals believed the dolphins were enchanted spirits of the river, emerging with a sly, knowing smile, as if they were keepers of some ancient secret. But it's not just their pink hue that makes these dolphins extraordinary. Their behavior sets them apart too. Unlike their ocean-dwelling cousins, these cheeky creatures are known for their playful antics. They'll nudge canoes as if to say, "Hey, you're in my territory," and sometimes even snatch fish straight from fishermen's nets, earning themselves a reputation for mischief. For years, researchers struggled to differentiate the pink dolphin from its gray counterparts because of its elusive nature. But as studies progressed, scientists uncovered fascinating adaptations, like their flexible necks and ability to navigate murky waters with ease, traits that make them uniquely suited to life in the Amazon. And that striking pink color? It's not just for show. Some believe it's the result of roughhousing with other dolphins, or perhaps a simple genetic quirk. The pink river dolphin has captured imaginations for centuries, blending the mysterious with the playful in a way that only the Amazon can deliver. But if you thought this blush-colored creature was the strangest resident of the river, just wait. The shadows of the Amazon hide creatures that defy everything you thought you knew about river life. Are you ready to explore what lies beneath? The electric eel. Imagine wading into the murky waters of the Amazon River, ready for an adventure, when suddenly, zap, you've just come face to face with one of nature's most electrifying creations, the electric eel. This astonishing creature can generate up to 600 volts of electricity, enough to jolt even the bravest explorers out of the water, instantly questioning their life choices. The electric eel's shocking reputation dates back to 1775, when American physician Hugh Williamson first documented its electrical abilities. While conducting experiments, Williamson was stunned, literally, by a jolt that not only shocked him, but also a nearby catfish, showcasing the eel's raw power. But it wasn't until 1800 that the true force of the electric eel was realized. Explorer Alexander von Humboldt witnessed a group of eels attacking horses during a fishing expedition. The horses, overcome by the powerful shocks, drowned in the river. A stark reminder of just how dangerous these eels can be. After expending their electrical energy, the eels themselves needed time to recover, a phenomenon that left early explorers both awed and terrified. At the heart of the electric eel's power are specialized cells called electrocytes, which act like tiny batteries. When the eel decides to attack, it activates these cells in a perfectly coordinated manner, unleashing a surge of electricity capable of stunning prey or deterring threats. It's as if the eel is armed with its own built-in taser, ready to strike without warning. Growing up to 10 feet long, electric eels are primarily nocturnal hunters, using their electric abilities not only to capture prey, but also to navigate and communicate in the dark waters. Picture a group of these eels in a river, zapping out electrical signals to each other, like they're engaging in a shocking conversation at an underwater dinner party. From its powerful shocks to its unique adaptations, the electric eel stands as a testament to the bizarre and wonderful wildlife of the Amazon. And yet, this electrifying creature is only the beginning of the many mysteries lurking in the depths of this extraordinary river. Are you ready to dive deeper into the unknown? The giant river otter. Paddling through the Amazon River, early explorers were prepared to face the usual suspects: piranhas, jaguars, anacondas, the kind of creatures that make for thrilling, slightly exaggerated stories to send back home. What they weren't expecting, however, was an encounter with a creature straight out of a fever dream: the giant river otter. The first sign that something unusual was nearby wasn't visual, it was auditory. A strange sound echoed through the jungle, a mix between a bark, a growl, and something that suspiciously resembled laughter. Naturally, the explorers, ignoring every instinct to turn back, paddled closer. That's when they spotted it, a massive, sleek creature cutting through the water with an air of confidence, as if it ruled the river. And in many ways, it did. At first glance, the explorers might have thought it was just an overly large, friendly otter. After all, what danger could an otter pose? But they were about to realize this was no ordinary otter. This was the giant river otter, a creature that looked like a regular otter on steroids, stretched up to 6 feet long and weighing as much as a grown man. These otters weren't just swimming, they were patrolling the waters like kings of the Amazon. As the explorers drew closer, one may have reached for a sketch pad, eager to capture this majestic beast on paper. But any thoughts of artistic glory were quickly interrupted by the unsettling realization that the river was teeming with these creatures. And they were curious. Very curious. In a playful yet mildly intimidating manner, the otters began circling the boat, popping up here and there, their large round eyes gleaming with a mix of mischief and menace. These creatures with their teddy bear-like faces had an unnerving contrast: sharp, formidable teeth that suggested they could make short work of anyone or anything that ventured too close. The explorers' hearts likely raced when one particularly bold otter decided to stand on its hind legs right next to the boat, peering down at them like a furry sentry. Its eyes seemed to say, "You're in my territory now." Realizing the gravity of their situation, the explorers wisely decided it was time to retreat, and fast. As they paddled away, the otters, possibly sharing a chuckle at the panicked humans, returned to their business. Despite their size and distinctive appearance, with chocolate-brown fur and a unique white throat patch, the giant river otter remained largely a mystery to the outside world until the 20th century. Mischievous, majestic, and mildly menacing, The giant river otter stands as a reminder that the Amazon is full of surprises, many of them much larger and more curious than you'd ever expect. Ready to meet the real rulers of the river? Octopus of the Amazon. On the misty banks of the Amazon River, a lone explorer kneels, his weathered gear bearing the marks of countless adventures. Before him lies a creature that defies logic, a strange fusion of a turtle's shell, spider-like legs, and the mesmerizing fluid movements of an octopus. Its iridescent glow casts an otherworldly light across his face, amplifying both his awe and hesitation. He reaches out, hand hovering just above the creature, caught between the urge to explore and the instinct to retreat. The jungle's symphony of sounds surrounds him, a constant reminder of the untamed wilderness he now stands on the edge of. As the creature moves with eerie grace, a single thought pulses through his mind. What else lurks in the unseen depths of this mysterious land? With every blink, the Amazon seems to whisper its secrets, offering only glimpses of its bizarre and enigmatic inhabitants. What other strange, otherworldly beings might be hidden beneath the murky waters and thick foliage, waiting to be discovered? The Amazon's mysteries are vast, its creatures stranger than fiction. Share your thoughts in the comments below as we continue to unravel the astonishing secrets of the Amazon River. Are you ready for the unknown? Bull shark, the unexpected river predator. Imagine the shock of early explorers and fishermen when they encountered a creature that blurred the lines between the ocean and freshwater rivers, a shark. But not just any shark. This was the bull shark, the aquatic version of that friend who crashes every party uninvited, turning up where it clearly doesn't belong. Bull sharks have a unique and unsettling talent. They're equally at home in the salty depths of the ocean as they are in freshwater rivers and lakes. For centuries, humans confidently believed that staying inland meant being safe from sharks. Sharks are an ocean problem, they said. That sense of security evaporated the moment the bull shark swam into view, ready to ruin everyone's day. Picture the scene. A group of fishermen pulling in their nets, expecting the usual catch, catfish, maybe some carp. They're laughing, probably chatting about how lucky they are to be far from the terrors of the sea. Suddenly, the water churns violently. The nets feel a lot heavier than usual. Their laughter dies as something large, powerful, and very much not a catfish thrashes in their haul. As they bring it closer, the fishermen get their first look at the intruder, a bull shark. With its torpedo-shaped body, a face only a mother could love, and an attitude that screams, "Yeah, I'm here. Got a problem with that?" There's likely a moment of stunned silence, followed by a frantic debate. Should they let this thing go, or show it off to the village? After all, it's not every day you catch a shark in your local river. But the bull shark had other plans. As they struggled to wrangle it aboard, the shark, true to its aggressive reputation, decided to remind them why it's considered one of the most dangerous sharks around. Thrashing with such force, it nearly capsized their boat. The men realized they weren't just dealing with an ordinary fish. They were face to face with a predator that didn't care about boundaries. To the bull shark, water was water, whether ocean, river, or lake. After a tense battle, the fishermen either managed to force the shark back into the water, or more likely, the bull shark decided it had made its point and left on its own terms, leaving them to breathe a collective sigh of relief. But the encounter left a lasting impact. Word quickly spread, there's a shark in the river and it's mean. From the Amazon to the Mississippi and even the Ganges, people began looking at their rivers with new caution. They'd heard of sharks before, sure, but this one? This one was playing by a whole new set of rules. The Mamata Turtle, nature's master of disguise. The discovery of the Mamata Turtle begins like many great explorations, with a sense of bewilderment. Imagine a group of early Amazon explorers trudging through the dense jungle, ready to catalog the next great beast of the wild. The air hums with life, birds, insects, mammals. But the real mysteries, they believe, are lurking near the waterways. They anticipate the grand discovery of something dramatic, perhaps a caiman or a giant catfish. Instead, they find a pile of leaves. At least, that's what they think they've found. The Mamata Turtle is a creature so expertly camouflaged that it's often mistaken for jungle debris, a heap of dead leaves, a chunk of wood, or a submerged rock. One explorer, likely frustrated after stumbling over what appears to be nothing more than trash, bends down to inspect the odd pile. But as he reaches out, the leaves move. The explorers gasp. What emerges is a creature so bizarre it almost defies belief. The Mamata is revealed in all its strange, cryptic glory, with a flat, triangular head, an impossibly thin neck, and a shell that looks more like an abstract sculpture than a traditional turtle shell. It's as if nature decided to break all the rules and make something truly unique. The explorer, now realizing he's stumbled upon something extraordinary, watches as the turtle lazily blinks back, probably as confused by the humans as they are by it. Unlike most turtles that are designed for speed or agility in water, the Mamata is an ambush predator. It doesn't chase its prey. It doesn't need to. It simply lies motionless, perfectly camouflaged with its surroundings. When an unsuspecting fish swims too close, the Mamata opens its massive mouth, creating a vacuum that sucks in the water and the unfortunate fish along with it. No chase, no struggle. Just one quick gulp, and dinner is served. The discovery of the Mamata may not have been as dramatic as finding a jaguar or a giant anaconda, but it quickly captured the imagination of naturalists. In a jungle filled with fierce predators and massive creatures, this turtle's odd strategy of blending in and waiting patiently for its prey is a testament to nature's endless creativity. It doesn't need speed, strength, or ferocity to survive. It relies on one thing: being invisible. The Mamata became a scientific celebrity not because of its danger or size, but because of its delightful oddity. In a place where survival is often about being the biggest, fastest, or strongest, the Mamata's quiet genius lies in its camouflage and patience. Its strategy is simple: hide in plain sight and let the world pass by. In the end, the Mamata turtle reminds us that in nature, sometimes the strangest creatures are the most fascinating. With a face that only a mother could love, and a survival strategy rooted in stillness, this bizarre little turtle has won a place in the hearts of explorers and scientists alike. The Amazonian manatee, a gentle giant of the jungle. In the depths of the Amazon, where the jungle pulses with life and mystery, swims one of the river's most elusive and misunderstood creatures, the Amazonian manatee. Known locally as the Seal, this gentle giant has long captivated both scientists and the indigenous peoples of the Amazon basin. However, the Amazonian manatee wasn't scientifically described until 1983, when Austrian naturalist Johann Otter provided a formal account after collecting a specimen during his travels in Brazil. But while modern science may have been late to the party, the local tribes had known about this creature for centuries. One of the most intriguing stories surrounding the Amazonian manatee comes from early 20th century explorer Percy Fawcett. During his explorations, a local guide told him a tale that had been passed down through generations. According to the story, a young boy was swimming in the river when he encountered a strange, hairy creature with a human-like face. Terrified, he raced back to his father, a skilled manatee hunter, who tracked down the creature and harpooned it. To his astonishment, it was not a manatee, but a being with distinctly human features and a long tail. Fawcett speculated that the boy had encountered a real-life mermaid, or perhaps a deformed manatee, blurring the line between myth and reality. This story, though whimsical, underscores the Amazonian manatee's legendary status among the indigenous people. Its gentle demeanor, paired with its human-like face and curious habit of surfacing near boats, has fueled centuries of folklore. Some myths even cast the manatee as a mystical creature, capable of transforming into human-like beings, leading to its mythical place in Amazonian culture. Today, we know the Amazonian manatee as one of the river's most unique inhabitants, endangered, yet still a vital part of the ecosystem. Its slow, peaceful movements and curious nature make it both a wonder to behold and a species in need of protection. Conservationists are working hard to study and safeguard this remarkable creature, ensuring that it continues to thrive in the waters that have cradled its existence for millennia. As scientists and locals come together to protect the Amazonian manatee, one thing remains clear. This gentle giant has left an indelible mark on the jungle's myths, its people, and the hearts of those who have been lucky enough to catch a glimpse of this extraordinary being. Its enduring presence is a reminder that even in the wildest, most untamed places on Earth, there are still mysteries waiting to be discovered, and legends yet to be fully understood. The sea cucumber, a curious oddity of the ocean. In the vast and mysterious depths of the world's oceans, where explorers have encountered everything from glowing fish to colossal crabs, one discovery stands out as both bizarre and unexpectedly captivating. The sea cucumber. This strange, squishy creature, which looks more like a forgotten vegetable than a marine animal, has perplexed naturalists for centuries. But as odd as it seems, the sea cucumber has more to offer than meets the eye. Picture this. A daring naturalist, eager to document the wonders of the ocean, spots something peculiar on the seabed. Amidst the dazzling array of marine life, there lies a long, soft-bodied creature that could easily be mistaken for a shriveled cucumber left out in the sun. It doesn't swim, dart, or show any signs of aggression. In fact, it barely moves at all, as if it were simply lounging on the ocean floor, completely unconcerned with the bustling marine world around it. Intrigued, the explorer approaches cautiously, maybe even giving it a gentle poke, and then, splat! In a dramatic and utterly unexpected display, the sea cucumber ejects part of its internal organs, a defense mechanism so extreme it leaves the naturalist both startled and thoroughly grossed out. But there's more to this bizarre behavior. The sea cucumber, in true underdog fashion, can regenerate its lost parts later, making its extreme exit strategy all the more impressive. The more scientists studied the sea cucumber, the stranger it became. It wasn't a plant, nor was it your typical sea creature. Instead, it turned out to be an echinoderm, a distant cousin of starfish and sea urchins, though you'd never guess it from its appearance. Its oddball defense strategy, slow-moving lifestyle, and curious habit of feeding by filtering particles from the sand made it a marine enigma that defied every expectation. And just when you thought the sea cucumber couldn't get any weirder, it did. Over time, certain species of sea cucumbers were discovered to be a delicacy, especially in Asian cuisine. What started as an oddity lounging at the bottom of the ocean became a prized ingredient in soups and stews, served in some of the finest kitchens around the world. The sea cucumber, once just a strange, squishy anomaly, is now a testament to the mysteries and marvels hidden beneath the waves. Its peculiarities, whether it's spilling its guts to evade predators or being served at a five-star restaurant, are a reminder that the ocean holds secrets far stranger than we can imagine. What was once a curious oddity has become a symbol of nature's ability to surprise and astonish, proving that even the most unassuming creatures have their place in the spotlight. Titanoboa, the colossal snake that once ruled the earth. It began on a dark and stormy night in the Cerrejón coal mine of Colombia, when geologist Henry Garcia stumbled upon a strange fossil. Little did he know, this seemingly insignificant moment would lead to one of the most jaw-dropping discoveries in natural history. The Titanoboa, the largest snake to ever slither across the planet. At first, Garcia casually dismissed the fossil as a petrified branch and promptly forgot about it. But destiny had other plans. Fast forward 9 years, and geology student Fabiani Herrera picks up some rocks with fossilized leaves. He shares his findings with his mentor, Carlos Jaramillo, sparking a realization that they were about to uncover something much bigger, literally. That humble fossil wasn't a branch at all. It was part of Titanoboa cerrejonensis, a snake so enormous it defied imagination. Stretching up to an astonishing 47 feet in length and weighing over 2,500 pounds, Titanoboa was a prehistoric monster that could swallow crocodiles whole. Imagine a creature so powerful, its body could crush giant turtles like burritos before gulping them down, with jaws wide enough to devour even the largest prey. This was no ordinary snake. It was the apex predator of its time, dominating the hot, swampy jungles 60 million years ago. Titanoboa thrived in an era when the earth was hotter and wetter, making it the perfect environment for this colossal serpent. Its immense size wasn't just for show. It gave it the strength to overpower anything in its path. With vertebrae thicker than a human leg and a body wide enough to rival a small car, Titanoboa ruled the ancient swamps with unrivaled might. While today's garden snakes dart around the grass, avoiding lawnmowers, Titanoboa once roamed the earth with no rivals. Its legacy as the largest snake ever to exist makes modern-day serpents seem like mere noodles in comparison. The next time you think of snakes, remember that once, long ago, a serpent the size of a bus ruled the world, and it definitely wasn't laughing at being mistaken for a petrified branch. It was the king of its realm, lurking in the swamps, always on the hunt for its next enormous meal. Red-bellied piranha, the Amazon's most notorious predator. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be surrounded by shadows, knowing something deadly lurks just beneath the surface? That was the chilling reality for early explorers of the Amazon River. The jungle closed in around them, dense, humid, and suffocating, while the river beneath their canoes flowed silently, almost too quietly. They had heard the stories. A fish so ferocious, a single bite could tear through flesh in an instant. Even the local tribes feared it. As they ventured deeper into the Amazon's heart, the river seemed calm, too calm, as if nature itself was holding its breath. The explorers scanned the water, senses heightened by the eerie stillness. Then, without warning, the surface rippled. At first, it was subtle, but soon the water began to churn violently. What emerged from the depths sent a chill through their bones, flashes of silver, sharp teeth gleaming, and the unmistakable blood-red hue of their bellies. The notorious red-bellied piranhas had arrived. The red-bellied piranha may be small, but it's deadly. Averaging 12 to 14 inches long, with some reaching nearly 20 inches, these fish are compact, muscular, and built for speed. Their sleek, silver scales allow them to blend into the murky depths of the Amazon River, making them nearly invisible until it's too late. But it's their bellies, an ominous deep red, that serve as a stark warning to any creature in their path. This vivid hue, like a splash of crimson paint, hints at the lethal power they possess. And then there are the teeth. Sharp, triangular, and interlocking, the red-bellied piranha's teeth are nature's perfect tool for slicing through flesh. Each tooth is a miniature razor, capable of cutting through skin, muscle, and even bone with terrifying precision. When they bite, their powerful jaws snap shut with a force that far exceeds their size, making them one of the most efficient predators in the Amazon. As the piranhas swarmed closer, their red bellies flashing in the dim light, the explorers finally understood the terrifying truth behind the legends. The water around them seemed to boil as the fish moved with eerie coordination. What had once seemed like mere stories now became a living nightmare. In that moment, they realized they weren't just facing a fish. They were in the midst of one of the most dangerous creatures the Amazon had to offer. So the next time you hear tales of the Amazon, remember, the red-bellied piranha may be small, but in the wild waters of the jungle, it's a predator feared by all. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and see you in the next video.